You're an expert. You're an expert and you want to talk about this. And I don't know how to do that quietly in a post. Okay. You're a murderer. When you're a murderer, you love their fear, their terror. You love when they beg that God, mommy, somebody would care. As you stab them, the only thing that matters is how much they are suffering and the sexual disgusting thrill in it all. After a while, you want to, shove a sword up their butt and watch crap fall out. It's like a person that likes really nasty, dirty, stinky sex. Only they're murderers. So after a while, they'll just do the most disgusting things connected to like private parts stink. Well, just imagine that you could sit in something inside of a brain and a spine and make the inside of their bodies pop or fall apart and live in that stinky, gross stuff without them dying, so you could enjoy it forever until you like them enough to kill and alter their brains forever and suck them into the nightmare. That's the United States and Dubai and all these people. It's gross people stuff. I don't want to scare people, but it's probably a lot worse than everything I'm saying. If you're a murderer that likes to make people go out of their mind, wow, a tracker would be a fun thing. If you like to tell people what to think and control the mentality of humanity, wow, a tracker would be fun. So would stealing the power of God be pretty fun to learn with evil God enemies. See, it just gets more and more scary. If I were you, I'd just avoid the 666. I'm just telling the children of God to pray. And then I'm going to go find my godly kids, tell them to pray. And I'm just having the whole world of good God worshipers pray. Because gods can't focus. And that's why they're doing it. Do they rape and murder all the time until you make them die enough? Yes. Or are they going on overload because they're dead anyway? Why not rape and murder a dead god? On overload, fuck you one last time? Probably yes. But make it worse right now because everybody wants to focus? Well, probably, yeah. They don't want God to win or start winning or be winning. Sadly, they lost a long time ago and they're overly delusional, but yeah, it's that bad. I really want a bunch of husbands and children of God to help me empower everybody that knows they have trackers in their brain. These countries are finding out all the truth in secret. You'd never want to know. I know this sounds weird. I know this sounds weird. But if you love violence and you have a tendency towards violence and driving something insane or something, sounds appealing. You know, when people are addicted to drinking, it's just in their science. When you have a drinking addiction problem, it's in you, like a formula of the science of what you became as an embryo. Isn't that kind of sad? That's as sad as smoking a pipe and getting cancer. A cute old man in the little house on the prairie smoking his little pipe with his little tobacco and has to have cancer. That's not right. Having an addiction problem you cannot fight against, that's not right. Some of you know you have like a violent disposition. Like something's inside of you that like makes you have to fight against being violent or doing those kind of things. I know this sounds probably not what you think a god would advertise, but I'm just going to throw it out. Do you really want to hurt somebody in violence? Wouldn't it be funner to work for God through my queen, and be a hero with it, and maybe work with God's through my queen, maybe work with God's through my queen, and qualify, and have God's lead you to these countries that could really use some help. And once again, I know this is kind of weird, but good people don't fight back, and it's a bad problem. Once again, good people don't want to fight or fight back, and it's always a problem. Wouldn't it be funner if you had a weird violence disposition, but you would be so amazing you'd rather use it to fight for justice and good things? I'm just going to throw it out in case you ever want to go to my queen, and help everyone. And yeah, I realize I'm not churchy at all. I don't say anything a church would say. Sorry.